Hey team,
Hello everyone,
Rowan here,
and Rob.
and I don't play Vintage Story, but you do.
I've been playing a lot of Vintage Story, or as it's known colloquially, Mean Minecraft.
And I became enamored with the bad guys, the monsters,
Mm-hmm.
and so I decided we'd draw them.
And we did.
So Vintage Story monsters. And you did the Shiver.
I did the Shiver, which is, it looks like it was at one point a biped, but it's now a quadruped.
It tipped over?
Yeah, it's unsure which direction it's facing. It seems to be that like a lot of the Vintage Story monsters are like people who got infected with like an iron or technology disease, which kind of like made them industrial accident monsters.
Is there lore actually in the game or no?
There is. I haven't dug into it much, and the community's actually very guarded about like late game content, so that you discover it on your own.
Oh, well, fair enough. Then no spoilers.
So I don't know a whole lot about the lore, but just looking at the monsters and just from the start of the game, it's just like, oh, there's some sort of like
Something has happened to people.
technology disease that's going on.
Is it Dead Space where the monsters used to be people?
That's more of like a flesh disease. They turn into tentacle beasts.
As happens.
Yeah, as has happened in many different things. But yeah, the Shiver moves a lot like a spider. They also do this thing where sometimes they fake die.
Oh.
So you have to watch which way they flip when you stab them.
It's like a spider possum.
Yeah, because sometimes they'll flip over and their legs will curl and then they'll pop right back up and attack you again.
Oh, that seems rude.
It is rude. They are very rude.
Are they difficult?
I mean, all the enemies have a very basic AI.
Okay, so not smart.
The one you drew is probably the most difficult, especially in groups.
Oh. It doesn't seem like it would hang out with people.
No, they don't get along with people. None of these get along with people.
I just mean, like, in groups. That makes me think, like, a party of them.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the monster hunting is actually one of the things I don't engage with as much in Vintage Story. I do go caving every once in a while, but mostly I just want to like build a farm. I want to have bees and goats.
It's life for you. You want the life you want.
Yeah, I try to build one of the medieval houses where it's stone on the bottom and then it goes to the plaster work on top. And I get a lot of clay so I can make clay shingled roofs.
No, that's cute though. That's cute despite these things wandering around.
And I have a working windmill now which can operate my kern and a health hammer, which is really helpful.
I like that for you. That
There's one person like listening who's played Vintage Stories, just like, yeah, that sounds cool, man. I'll get it.
Comment. Leave a comment so you can bond. I've never played this game. I just watch you play occasionally. I look over your shoulder and go, "What the fuck is that?"
It's got a lot of intricate systems.
Yeah.
Like Minecraft, you just like you punch wheat and then you mix with water and that's bread and you cook it. And this one, like, you have to grow the wheat over a season and then you have to grind it and then you can mix it into a bread and then you can do mix-ins in the bread if you want a healthier bread and then you can bake it in an oven that you have to preheat with burning fuel.
It's just life.
Yeah, it's just baking bread. I have the mod. I have to make a big oven, like oven surface, so I can bake a lot of bread at once. I haven't even gotten into the Iron Age ever in Vintage Story ever. I get to tin bronze, and that's where I kind of get stuck. Well, Iron A, I have to like do mining for it, which is a whole other operation. And B, iron you can't smelt in like you can't work it like you do copper. You need to make a bloomery. So you need to refine it into blooms, and then those blooms you have to get hammered out with the health hammer. So I have to create a bloomery, which I have never done. And apparently there's refractive bricks that you have to make. That involves quartz somehow. Oh. And I haven't gotten into it. It's a whole other
I would
system.
imagine, you said refractory, so I imagine the quartz becomes like a glass situation?
Yeah, it's to keep the heat inside of like a man-sized oven. And then I don't know how you stack in the actual like iron pieces that you work out.
But they go in.
But they go in, and then they come out as blooms, and then the blooms get hit with a hammer until they're ingots or plates or whatever have you.
Do the monsters only come out at night, like Minecraft, or is it...
So they're supposed to. On the recent update, there's an issue where they just come out all the time.
Oh.
In my game, actually, currently, I just have monsters, like, turned off because they will just spawn everywhere right now.
It's an infestation.
Yeah. So, like, I'll walk out in the morning and there's 7 of these guys just hanging around for some reason they love my chicken coop. They don't hurt the chickens, but they're just in the coop with the chickens being annoying.
This man has a butt for a face.
Yeah.
There's a big old butt cheek situation.
Their heads split open in a weird way. Like, that one scene from The Thing where the guy just splits into the man-eating flower trap thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just their face, though.
Does it have a face on the bottom of it?
There's no sign of eyes or a nose or a mouth that existed previously. They're just kind of...
Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah, they're just kind of simplified. You can tell, like, they have a spine. You can tell that they have jointed legs. They've got, like, a torso. But, yeah, that's what they look like.
Spindly. He's so pokey.
Yeah.
Are the little barbs, like... I mean, he was wounded at some point.
It's like they're driven through with iron spikes, which are then rusting inside of them. That's a lot of the monsters have that sort of, like, rusted look to them.
It's sort of a Hellraiser feel. And especially, like, I did Bowtorn.
You did the Bowtorn.
I did.
Which is my most hated enemy, because they're a ranged enemy who run away from you. So in groups, they're annoying.
I had a lot of trouble with the pose. I had a lot of trouble with pose, and then I had a lot of trouble... I wound up not making it look like it actually does in the game, in terms of, like, how it functions. Because I like the idea of the arrow being a little bit more extreme, and ergo not really useful. My Bowtorn wouldn't be able to actually shoot anybody.
Yeah, in the game, the Bowtorn doesn't have a face, and their ribs are sticking out their back with string across it to create, like, a bow. So they aim their face at you, and then their back flexes, and then you're hit with an arrow.
Right. So I extrapolated.
Yeah.
I took that idea.
Yeah, this guy's having a worse day. Jesus.
Oh, yeah. And
That's
the
why you
pose...
did the ribs.
Thank you. The pose does change, because I realized that it doesn't have arms so much in the game.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's supposed to be... It looks to me like the arms got ripped off at some point.
Yeah, arms are gone.
Yeah. So I ripped off his arms. So his day gets worse. See?
Based on the model, there's an implication that there were arms once.
Yeah.
So.
And so he is leaning back, and it's his rib cage going forward. And I had trouble with the legs, because I wanted to be able to move in a way that works and isn't stupid.
Also, we're extrapolating creatures off of very simplified creature models.
That's true. Like 8-bit? How many bits do you think?
It's higher than 8-bit in like, resolution, but like they're very blocky monsters.
Yeah. So I give them kind of demon legs. The butt was too nice of a butt, but like, it is what it is.
You can't not draw a sexy butt?
It's a curse, really.
You draw what you know.
I do futz with the legs a little bit more later. Just... Because I didn't want him to look like he was just toppling over. He has to look somewhat balanced.
I like how you did it, like they're flipping around.
Yeah. That was my thought.
I get the same impression from the Shivers, is that they kind of, like, inverted at some point.
Yeah. So he's just having the worst day. Oh. And I don't know, I liked the idea of him. And I did go kind of Hellraiser with it.
Yeah, there's little dangly pieces of flesh from where the arms got torn off.
Yeah. So he's inspired by Bowtorn. But somewhere along the line, like, this is not. And he's got arrows all through his entire body going out his spine like little spikes.
Yeah.
And more ribs. And then I do... trying to figure out how they all attach, because the Bowtorn does have a, like, string situation attaching all the ribs together.
Yeah, it's like it's
a bow. It's
like the start of a spider web, where they all kind of crisscross.
Yeah. And so trying to figure out the angles for that was, hard.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this was harder than I thought it would be. But I like him so much. He's horrible. I don't know where he could ever go. He
could go to the mall. You go to Applebee's, like...
You know that's not what I meant.
I know.
Also the fact that I drew it in white. And I don't know why.
It does work, though, because in one of the things in Vintage Story is that they've got basically chaos storms that happen.
Mm-hmm.
And all the graphics get weird.
Like polarized?
Yeah, a little polarized. Like, things get wibbly. So, this would not look out of place in the game.
Good. My horrible little man.
Yeah. You stumbled across, like, a aesthetic intersectionality.
And I mostly did just, like, fix up a sketch. It wasn't like... I very rarely do a sketch and then line art.
Mm.
I don't know why. I do the sketch and then I fix the sketch and I make it my line art. It's better this way for me.
Yeah, I go pencil, pen, color. So...
That's I don't know. Certainly what I did when I was doing it analog. But then digitally it's like, no, got it here, I can just manipulate it. I can just make it better.
That's fair. You solve the problem I accidentally get of I always, like, first start drawing black on the pencil layer, and then I get upset.
Yep. Although, when I do any kind of underdrawing, I do try to make it lighter. Like, I take that layer and make it paler, and that helps me, because then if I'm trying to draw on top of it, I will notice it is the wrong color.
Yep, I haven't always done that.
So that has helped me. A nice little trick. But this, I doing it live. He's horrible.
He looks like he's properly having the worst day.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Can't even talk.
No?
Got an arrow in him.
Blah.
Yeah.
Last time I was talking about teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's horrible. So I still don't know how I'd make a move. Seeing him without the line art for a second was kind of cool, and I thought about that, so I wound up just erasing some of the line art, but not all of it. I decided the line art...
Just to highlight the back. It makes him look
Yeah.
like moonlit.
Yeah, I decided the line art could just be the highlights itself, so... Because I accidentally saw that it looked cool.
Yeah, that does look cool.
And I said, more of that! And just strategically erasing. The struggle. There we go. Photorn.
Yay!
He's
They're the
unhappy.
worst.
Yeah, I tried to make the background look like the backgrounds I'd seen.
Yeah.
Like if there was nothing. If you had built nothing. But, yeah.
Just out in the desert, a Botorn pops up and, now I gotta deal with this guy.
Yeah, I like my little man.
He's a good guy.
So he's Botorn adjacent.
Our guys can be friends.
Yeah. They won't have much conversation.
No.
But, rock on.
Rock on. Are you playing Vintage Story? Will you now? Do you want to join my server? I don't have a server.